Institute.
Ernie Ludit's amazing life has included dropping out of school in grade 11, serving in the military, and in 1987 becoming just the third Aboriginal police officer in Saskatoon history. And when you consider the years of walking the beat in some of the city's toughest areas, it's clear nothing has come easy for him. That makes his stunning literary success all the more gratifying.
And the very first publisher I approached was Peerage Publishing here in Saskatoon. Took it on, and like I said, just got lucky. I didn't have to paper my garage with rejection slips. I think that's what stops most people from writing, is the fear of rejection or that people won't like it.
With 5 nominations, Ludit's book, Indian Ernie, Perspectives on Policing and Leadership, was among the big winners when finalists for this year's Saskatchewan Book Awards were recently announced. The event gave authors not only the chance to celebrate, but to briefly escape the often solitary world of writing.
Talk about the craft, where they work and how they got their publisher and when their next book is coming out and how the edits are going. It's a language we have in common.
It's really hard to choose books in a bookstore, and one of the things that the shortlist announcement in particular does is to signal those books that have been really, really successful.
Nominees are selected by an out-of-province panel, and those chosen highlight the diversity of subjects covered by Saskatchewan authors. Paul Hamley's book 11 refers to the 11 billion people that are predicted to inhabit the planet by the end of the century.
It could be quite tricky to accommodate that many people when we're already kind of overreaching the Earth's biocapacity already. So it's how are we going to do that, and I try to take an optimistic view of what the possibilities are if we can transform our culture in fairly profound ways.
But there is also representation of subjects that are more traditionally associated with Saskatchewan. Although in the case of second-time nominee Amy Jo Eamon's work, it's the form her writing has taken that's unique.
Because it's a cookbook, but it's also a cookbook that you can sit down and read. So I hope that it's worthy of this nomination, and I'm crossing my fingers for the awards, but it's wonderful just to be nominated.
While that's a sentiment often expressed around awards ceremonies, it's far from a cliche in this case. Wall believes being nominated may in some ways be more significant than actually winning a Saskatchewan Book Award.
It's really difficult and in some cases arbitrary to say this is the best book. But you can easily say this is a group of wonderful books and be absolutely honest about that. So writers who are shortlisted here today should feel absolutely jubilant.
The Saskatchewan Book Awards will be handed out in Regina on April 25th. For Go Saskatoon, I'm Simon Hyatt.